What's going on, guys? My name is Barney and welcome back to another video. I hope this video will be a little bit more informative instead of opinionated or entertaining, what I try to do with some of the other videos I put out recently. Enough of that, and we're going to head immediately into the news. Since usually I don't make any videos about news posts, I find it pretty unoriginal. Everyone could do it. First of all, the spotter. We have a new ability for it, which is Agent Duck. Because of this, the spotter will throw a duck into the air, and the duck will scout a certain area and reveals opponents. As I would imagine, that is sort of limited Sixth Sense from BFH. Sixth Sense was pretty OP since information is key, of course. Just like in other games, with information, skilled players can outplay their opponents easily. And in my opinion, the Sixth Sense was pretty strong and should have been reworked, and this is some sort of reworked version of it, and pretty original with the duck instead of some, well, Sixth Sense was an original ability as well, but I like the touch they gave on it with the duck. So yeah, there are 4 concepts which we can choose from to implement into the game, and first of all, I would like to have a different animation on both the factions, since it will give some personality to factions as well. In my opinion, the third one is the best for the residents. For some reason, yeah, the residents are the friendly farmers and the wickets are the mafia. So they, in my opinion, they should come over a little bit more aggressive, and the residents a little bit more peaceful, and the second and third one are definitely better for the residents. I would like to see both of them, of course, that the animations will be switched randomly, or that you maybe even can buy another animation for your character. If you think the second one is cooler than the third one, maybe you can buy it for some reason. It's another way to earn money for the developers. And for the wickets, I'd like the first one. I think the fourth one is kind of over exaggerated, but it has some style as well. So if the fourth one will be implemented for the wickets, I won't be mad at all. It's still a good animation. So then we have the revive. Revive really was a problem. It just didn't work properly. It had tons of bugs, which some of them got fixed and some new ones occurred. So I think it's good that it also didn't fit into the gameplay, and I think it's great that they're reworking it. And it's like this now. If a teammate dies, the spotter now sees an indicator that the teammate is still revivable, and a progress bar for how long he will still be revivable. So if the bar runs out, then you can't revive him anymore. And it will also change the icon once the player has begun the reviving process, and the progress bar will turn around showing how long the revive will still take. Additionally, there will be completely new and clearer visual effects to prevent confusions about how it works, which is nice. However, I do have a problem with it. Are you going to revive your teammate while standing still and not being able to do anything other than canceling the revive? Or can you just revive him and play the game? You know, is there a trade-off? Like, I want to revive my teammate, but I will be vulnerable. Or I want to revive my teammate, but I can just play on. You know, that's a sort of trade-off. That's a sort of decision RV will have to make. I don't know which one is the better one. I think the vulnerable will be very hard to. Then revive will basically become useless because you'll probably die while reviving your teammate, and playing on is just playing onwards is still kind of overpowered in my opinion. So there maybe they could add, my opinion, they could let the spotter stand still, but give him extra defense points or something in order to survive or something. Also, medic will get a larger, smoother animated and sharper looking visual effects to make it more fun to use. Well, okay, of course, why not? And then for the tank, we have some interesting changes. First of all, we have Rampage. It's a sort of like someone's really mad, so he becomes extra aggressive. You know what I mean? It's from League of Legends, a sort of Darius passive. if people know League of Legends, you know. So yeah, to bring more fun to the tank class, they will add a more offensive talent, which is kind of great in my opinion, since the tank was a bit dull to play. And there's a rage mode that it's in the description on the website, a sort of rage mode that will slightly increase your damage and your heal, and you heal by the percentage of shots hit, which is very nice. This will bring a lot of 1v1 potential to tanks, and basically have a chance in order to kill spotters, which was basically impossible in the first alpha weekends. So yeah, and also a question: would you rather prefer increased damage or faster fire rate? So yeah, personally, I haven't made a decision yet, but I have some reasons why you would do, for example, a faster fire rate. A faster fire rate is nice, since it's a sort of risk reward. You have 130 bullets if I'm correct, and you will burn through those bullets even faster than usual. So it's a risk that you have to reload, and your rampage mode will not be as effective. You will also be punished for using the talent while having a low amount of bullets. So timing is going to be important, and also I mean, it will be important with more damage as well, but it will be even more important on the faster fire rate of your MG. And it will probably heal you even more, since you have more bullets in a shorter amount of time fired. So yeah, those are reasons for the fire rate, but also it could be way too overpowered. If you have a look at the laser from BFH, it fired so fast that even on long range you would be in you would be full health in no time. So that's a balancing issue with the faster fire rate. And for the increased damage, I mean, like, it's okay. I don't have anything against it, and there are no real reasons why you should have increased damage, but it's okay, you know. And for with the faster fire rate, there are synergies with the abilities and stuff, so that makes sense in my opinion. We'll skip over to the sniper, which is tracing bullets. It's basically, you'll hit an enemy, and after that you can just see them, the ones you've hit with your tracing bullets. So yeah, that's pretty nice. It's nice for your teammates to know where your enemies are. At least I think your teammates can see them. Otherwise, it would be kind of, you know, individual. And since this is a team game, I think it's pretty obvious that your teammates will see him as well. Also, smoke screen is a new talent. It will allow the sniper to throw a smoke grenade that explodes on collision with anything in the environment. And you can use this in multiple ways. So you can use the smoke for self-coverage in order to protect yourself from enemies charging at you. And also cover teammates if they're under heavy fire, or just in order to be annoying for your enemies. And there will probably even be more uses for this ability, as they say in the news post. And also grappling hook, we already knew this one. But you basically throw your grappling hook at a building, and you will go upwards or even downwards or even just horizontally. You'll probably get launched to that place you've thrown your grappling hook at. There's not really a discussion I can have about the sniper. I just agree on all the abilities, which are pretty nice. So no criticism of me there. Then the last one is the thief. We have Chameleon. As the name might suggest, it will make you invisible, or you adapt to your environment. And so like this, you can I can see this as a sort of engage ability, or as a defensive ability, since you can use Chameleon, then go onto a hill, or already be at the hill, use a Chameleon, and then you're an invisible sniper for a limited amount of time. Or just when someone charges at you, you can hope to escape. So I can see this working as a limited BFH stealth, since yes, it was pretty OP on the commando. Yeah. Then the glider. We've got some pictures over here, and they look pretty nice. You can basically jump off something, a house, a wall, a cliff, and you can activate the ability to fly horizontally forward, and you can move to the left and right. So you can basically just escape from people, move over the map very fast in the beginning of the round, or whatever, get an advantage over your opponents. Also, dual jump, we've seen some footage on one of the live streams about it. It was kind of buggy, you jumped way too high. Dual jump is the last one listed on this list from news, but there will be 3 more talents for both Sniper and Thief, which were not covered due to post length, so we'll probably get those in a later post update. And dual jump is pretty simple. It enables you to jump in the air and then jump a second time, and this is a defensive ability as well as a sort of terrain ability. You can free run over some hills which other people can't do. So yeah, that's it for the news post. I found it very interesting, this news post, and it also has a lot of discussion. Yeah, so I wanted to discuss this with you. If you have any suggestions to the developers, or even any criticism on these abilities, or maybe you just want to give the developers props, you can leave those in the comments. I'm sure some of the developers will read those things, and if you want to point it directly at them, you can post it on the forums or on Facebook, of course. So yeah, that's it for this video. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me to the end, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Later.